Slide, baby. One. Two. No, we gotta do two. Two. I forgot. Well, let me show you.
We'll keep it down.
I don't want to. It was easy. Slide, baby.
You gave Trina.
The Secret Squirrel is a school/agency, and we're actually interviewing applicants so that they can attend our school. Well, my school. Trina's helping me.
And what type of school is it?
It's a personal assistant school. And I think that a lot of people are really in need of wonderful personal assistants because they kind of sort of get thrown in the lion's den and they really have no clue of what to do or how to handle situations. So that's why I'm here, so that I can teach them how to handle situations. I have been Tony Braxton's assistant for a very long time. And you know, as you know, it's kind of hard to replace me. So in knowing that, I knew that the people that Tony was going to try to have as a personal assistant, they weren't going to work out because there were a lot of things that they didn't know. Like there are a lot of particulars that a lot of people really don't know about being a personal assistant. So I just felt that if I started a school, I could really train people to go ahead and be a wonderful personal assistant, not only for Tony, but for Trina and Tamar and Tracy and Mommy.
Well, Towanda, I think another need was there because every time Tony tried to find another personal assistant, she was always trying to compare them to you, and she always wanted them to be at the same caliber that you were on. So I think it was only befitting that you would start a school or an agency of this sort, because I think that you are the best person to kind of teach people and try and get them acclimated into what, you know, a lot of celebrities need and want in a personal assistant.
Thanks, Trina.
You're welcome, Towanda.
We had a lot of applicants coming through today, and you know, we just ask a lot of personal questions to the applicants, and one of the main things that we ask them is, you know, what are their career goals? Because if they don't see themselves as a personal assistant wholeheartedly, then it's not going to work. And you know, you kind of have to mesh the applicants' personalities to the different people that I know. Like my sister, I kind of try to match them up to my sisters because they have so many different personalities. Like Tamar is really out there. She's like avant-garde. She's like big. You know, Trina's a little more settled and mild-mannered, and Tracy's fun, and you know, Tony, you know, she requires a lot. So I kind of, when I interview these people, I kind of ask them questions as if I'm asking them questions for my sisters. One of the things that I could say that I've seen a lot of wonderful applicants coming through, and one of the things that struck me was how they were always saying that, hey, you know, I'm patient. And that's one thing that I've actually prayed for. I prayed for patience before I became Tony's assistant, because that's something that you absolutely need. And then you need tough skin, because if you don't have tough skin, this isn't the job for you. One of the things that I say don't continuously talk about yourself as if, you know, you're not intimidated by anyone, or that you don't do this and you can't do that, because when it comes to being a personal assistant, there's no room for can't and won't and don't. There's no room for that.
I would also say don't become a personal assistant to try to further your career as an aspiring artist.
Right.
Or try to be a dancer, or you're trying to be a singer too, or you're trying to, you know, be an actress.
Right.
It's absolutely not going to work because it is a conflict of interest.
It is.
And it's just not a cohesive unit for a personal assistant to be aspiring to be a person in the industry at the same time.
Yeah, you kind of have to want to be behind the scenes. And of course, you don't come in as a personal assistant, want to be a personal assistant forever.
Right.
Because especially with our family, we like to help people in terms of, if you want to be a producer or an executive producer or things of that nature, we kind of help people to do that, because it's behind the scenes. But you know, there's only one star that you can work for when you're a personal assistant. It is extremely important to have someone to represent you professionally, because you can't have somebody on Twitter talking about, hey, I just knocked it out last night, and ooh, ooh, ooh. You can't have anybody like that representing you. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing with a background check, and I'm going to have my sisters help me with that as well.
And it's called Secret Squirrel, so discretion is of the utmost importance. So if you are indiscreet with your personal life, then how are you going to be discreet with someone else's business?
Right.
So that's not going to work.
And one thing that we do, we make sure that once they go to the Secret Squirrel School, they will be signing a confidentiality form, and whomever I place them with, they're going to be they're going to have to sign a confidentiality form with that individual as well. So that's why we're called the Secret Squirrel, because everything you hear, see, and smell is a secret.
And if anybody would like to apply to the Secret Squirrel School, they can always go to
thesecretsquirrel.com. I am Towanda.
And I'm Trina.
And we're the
Braxtons.
Braxtons.
And you're watching Kingsman Media.